My name is Dorothea and I was born in Croatia 29 years ago. So I was born in a mixed family in 1988 in former Yugoslavia, and actually my family was living in two different parts of Croatia. So my mother's side family was living in Rijeka, which was a city that was not affected by the war, while the family of my father, actually they were part of the Serbian minority in Croatia, so they were exposed for like a 4-year-long war. And in 1995 they had to escape, and actually they went to Serbia. They couldn't come back to their home, so they were refugees for many years. My grandparents decided to go back in 2004. Like, I met them for the first time in 2004, as during the war they haven't had the possibility to meet them. And it was a really special connection, meet people that had to live during the war and they are your relatives. So it was a really strong moment of my life. Specific moment that I remember as a child. Actually, the currency of Yugoslavia was a dinar. And in 1991, after the referendum, it became kuna, which is the official currency now in Croatia. And actually I remember people that were tearing apart the money and throwing them in the air, because those money does not have any value anymore. Actually I understood that there was something really big going on, but I was not able actually to understand what was it. So after 20 years I'm becoming aware of what actually happened, the real war, and how the war affected my family. So it has an emotional damage, of course, a financial one. I would say personally cultural, because I missed for many years part of the other half of Dorothea. I think Croatia still has to deal a lot with the legacy of the war. The effects of the war are really present in the political arena, and there is a lack of will to deal with the past and to create a common memory. There is a long way to go, and this is the macro picture of the situation, but if we look at the relation between people, there is still a lot of discrimination based on the ethnicity of the people. It's kind of hidden, but it exists. There are some parallels between the Balkan area and Lebanon and Beirut. People recognize themselves only if they can affiliate to one group or one ethnicity. Even architecturally, there is a missing shared memory. And of course, if problems are not solved, they will just replicate in the future. In Croatia, for example, transitional justice was applied really partially, and there was a lack of the institutions and the central government to push toward this direction. I feel the same in Beirut, that actually in Beirut the war finished 27 years ago, which is more than in Croatia, but things and problems are really similar. So there is a lack of will of reconciliation and transitional justice. I think that the things can change from the grassroots level instead of a top-down perspective.